Let's start by talking about what we graph points on. What is it called? A grid? What kind of grid? X and it has an X and a Y. That's correct. Which one goes up and oh, that is terrible. Let me do here. The Y goes up and down. That is correct. All right, so I got this nice grid. Yes, definitely. All right, so we put arrows on the end. What do the arrows indicate? That it goes on forever, right? All right, so I've got my... All right, so we said this was X, this was Y. My arrows tell me that it goes on forever. All right, so what is, and I'm going to go ahead and label some things here. What is this in the middle where they intersect? What is that called? The origin. Exactly. The origin. That is the origin because it's where all the points originate. It's where we start. We start at the origin when we plot points and we count from there. Okay? I'm going to label these with some tick marks. I'm going to let each one represent one. I'm going to go up to maybe, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go up the same. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put us on some graph paper here. If you've got graph paper, you don't necessarily have to use it. I'm going to pause this while. All right, you can keep writing while I'm just going to talk to you for just a minute. Notice on my graph that for X, the right goes, when you go right, it's positive. When you go left, it's negative. For Y, when you go up, it's positive. When you go down, it's negative. Now, we divide this into 4 quadrants. Okay, quadrants meaning 4, right? Quad is 4. So there's 4 pieces. Where do we start labeling quadrants? Why the top right, do you think? That it's all positive.
Are we not graphing the internet? Right?
If you look, we will graph on this one, yeah. If you look in this square, okay, all the X's are positive and all the Y's are positive. Okay, so that's why we start there. How about quadrant 2? Where is that? That's correct. And so in this, and I'm going to use Roman numerals here. That's generally what we do. I should put here, X is positive and Y is positive. In quadrant 2, what's positive and what's negative? What is X? X is negative. Y is. Does everybody see Y? Every point in that quadrant will have a negative X value but a positive Y value. Okay. Which one is quadrant 3? Where do I go for 3? Bottom left. Quadrant. Three. In quadrant 3, what happens? Everybody's negative, right? X is negative, Y is negative. That's fine. And then that leaves me the last one here. Quadrant 4. Which is what? X is what? What is Y? That is correct. Everybody okay on that? All right, I'll give you a second to copy it. Then we'll talk about it. So when I give the coordinates, this is a coordinate plane, so I call points by their coordinates. When I do, I set it up as a set of points. So I'll do parentheses. The x always comes first. The y always comes second, and I set it up in parentheses with a comma. Okay, that's how I name points, coordinates of points. Everybody understands that?
Yes.
So let me plot a point here, and I want you to tell me the coordinates of that point. And I'll start in quadrant 1. And remember, quadrant 1. That's right. Quadrant 1, everything's positive, x is positive, and y is positive. So look first at the x. What x goes with this point?
3.
3. You see that? That's the x that goes with it. So it's 3. Now what's the y that goes with it? Positive 4, right? 3, 4 is that point. How about... How about this point?
-3, 9.
Ooh.
No, -9. I mean 9, -3.
9, because the x value, can you see from there? Am I in your way? You sure? Okay. The x value, it goes over, look at the x, it goes over to 9.
No, like on the x-axis is like 9, and then to the top is 7, and then -7.
Oh, just what I have room for. I don't know. All right. Shh. That's fine. Essentially, I'd probably do a 10 by 10, but I just didn't have room. All right. Shh. The x is 9. The y that goes with it is -3. Is anybody confused on naming the points this way?
No, ma'am.
One more. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Uno más. How about this point?
-6, -1.
That's correct. Right?
Okay.
The x, so I do left to right first, so it's -6, -1.
Because we're in a -6 at the top.
See the x-axis? This is the x-axis, right? So it corresponds to -6 right there. This point. See that dot right there? Shh. I put it there.
That's what I'm not saying. Why did you put it?
I just said, if I give you this point, what are the coordinates of that?
Oh, you give it. Oh,
I'm giving you that point, yeah. So on your homework, they'll give you a graph like this, and they'll put several points, and they'll say this is. They might say
But this is not what's about.
like they'll give you
A, B, and C, and it'll say, give me the coordinates of point A. Give me the coordinates of point C. Give me the coordinates of point B.
You got it some more. Tim.
All right, I don't want to move on to us actually plotting them if you don't understand this part. Y'all okay?
Hopefully understand. Last year, how Miss Lopez, she took the same thing and you just went to go find it and put it down.
Oh, I know you're talking about. They'll make the lines.
Yeah, and just put the
And you got to find a point. I don't like that.
But we just put the
Okay, y'all let Zamori answer this one. Zamori, I'm gonna put a point on here, and I want you to tell me the coordinates. Okay? As soon as my pen starts working. Hold on.
Do you need another thing?
There we go. All right, the pink dot Zamori is now. Y'all don't answer. Look at that dot. What are the coordinates of that dot? Yes. Oh, y'all stop. She was looking away whenever I was putting the dots up there. That's why she was confused, I think. All right. So now let's take this information and do something else with it.
Oh, Lord. It's going to clear all the points.
It's going to clear everything but the grid for me.
So how you gonna know the points?
We're going to do something different. It's thinking about it. It wants to clear them. All right. Plot points A, B, and C. And when you do,
Miss Wiggy, can I go over?
I want you, well, this one, you can't do that on here because it's mirroring my screen right here. My screen right here. I want you to tell me what quadrant they're in.
Quadrant 1.
Look at A.
You can't see.
Remember, X is first and then comes Y. X, Y. X comes before Y in the alphabet, so that should be easy for you to read. All right, let's look at A first. Okay, so first of all, which way do I go? Up, down, right, or left?
Down. I mean, you go left.
Left,
Oh, you're
left,
And then up.
4, right? And up, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is A. Oh, that's good. I like that.
I was told to go that way and that way.
You gotta crawl before you can walk.
Sometimes you gotta run before you can walk.
All right.
That's from Iron Man.
Oh my God. Jordan, what? Never mind.
Remember, and I'm gonna put here also, we do right, left, and then we do up, down. All right. What quadrant is point A in? Quadrant 2.
Quadrant, no, it's quadrant 4. That's
Point A?
Oh, she's talking about B.
Remember, we go 1, 2, 3.
Quadrant, A is in quadrant 2.
A is in quadrant 2. Shh. Quadrant 2.
B is in quadrant 4.
All right, let's plot B first. Which way do I go? How what?
You go right.
My quadrants start here,
Go
remember?
right 3 times.
Quadrant 1 starts at the top right. So it goes.
Right 3,
You go left. It's quadrant
down,
1,
negative
2,
2.
3.
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute. Why don't they just do it once?
Down,
Counterclockwise. All right. Shh. All right, you go what? Somebody said it.
Right.
Over right 3,
Down 2.
down 2. Yep, that's fine.
Quadrant is in quadrant 4.
Or you can say over 3. That's fine. That's fine. As long as you know which way you're going over.
C is like it's in the same.
Okay, so that's
C is in quadrant 3.
No, it's not. It's in quadrant
on
4.
the line.
Ooh, C's on the line.
No.
All right, first of all, what quadrant is B in? 4.
She can't count.
All right, look, I'm going to put your chart up here. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4.
See, I don't be putting them little quadrant stuff. I just put like plus, negative.
On your homework, they're going to ask you which quadrant is it in.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can remember that. But
Oh, I need to write that
Yeah, that's
down.
fine. That's fine. You should already have it. We did it first, probably on the other side.
I'm trying in the middle.
Okay, C. Several of you have talked about point C. 0 means I don't go left or right. I stay at the origin. Straight down. So it's not, that's right, it's on the axis. It's on the axis. All right. I got one more thing to show y'all. You'll need another graph. If you want to do it on the same graph, that's fine.
I forgot to.
I am too.